Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. And I'm out here, and this is my F-150 here, the Power Stroke. Here it is. And today, let me show you. If I open the tailgate here, you can see that everything in here is all scuffed up and yeah, not really repairable. Look at that. There's deep scuff marks everywhere. So I was thinking about it, what I should do with it, and I thought I could just sand it off and then repaint it so the way it was factory, or I can polish it, but I can't. It's just too far off. So what I'm going to show you this time in this video is how I transform this scuffed up ugly tailgate into a nice tailgate that is has like a Raptor type coating on it, you know, that's slip resistant and scratch resistant. What I'm going to do is I'll sand it off, and I've never done this before. We'll try it. I bought this set here from Gator, and I put it on my drill there, and I have different types of sandpaper, and I chose this one because it has an 80, a 120 and a 220 in it. The 80 is pretty rough, so to get all the crap off. The 220, it's just kind of feathers the edges off, so that is nice. And the 220 is to prepare it for the painting, make it a little smoother, a lot smoother. So that's what I'm gonna do. Does that work? I don't know. I've never done it. I will try it. This is kind of soft, so it should go around everything. Does it have enough power? I don't know either. May have to bring a different tool, but why not try it? First thing is, I'll have to take these sticky things here off, because I think when it was new it had carpet all over the floor everywhere. So, but then someone used it hard for, I don't know what they used it for, but anyways, that's not the topic. I'll make this short and interesting for you guys. So I'll get prepared here, and I'll show you what the steps are and what it looks like. All right guys, look, this works actually really good. I just tried it here on a little spot, and it works really good. This is not easy to do one-handed, so but I'm going to show you a little bit here what it looks like. See, one-handed doesn't work good. See, one-handed doesn't work really good. So if you have two hands, that would be better. But see, works just fine. And she's very curious too and wants to know what's going on here. Yeah, so make sure you don't get the dust on your dog or inhale it. There's not much wind right now, so I don't think that will be an issue for me, and I'll keep her away. Where'd she go? She's gone. So I'll keep doing this, and I'll keep you posted. Okay, and just as the wind kicks in, we have the first step done. So battery is now empty. The pad is still good, surprisingly, and also it's surprisingly easy to do this. So it comes off, the paint comes off really good. This is just the first time over it, and see that I do 3 different grids of sandpaper, whatever you call it. I'm just gonna rinse this off, wash this off, and then when it's completely dry, I will do the second one with the medium pad there, and see where we go from there. So that's the plan. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's washed off. Alright guys, I did it again, and I want you to see how much really comes up. I mean, there's a lot of dust coming up there, and look, there's the bare metal here. So a lot comes up. When you rinse it, it looks darker and it looks like not much came up. So after this, we'll do the next grid of sandpaper, and I'll show you how I do this. And now I'm gonna put a 120 on. See, 120, and we'll go over it again with that. Hopefully one time is enough, and then we'll put an even smoother one on, and we'll go over it again. And you see it's a little bit wet still, and see how dark it is when it's wet. But I'll let it dry and we'll go over it. So I was smoothing out the rough edges, like feather edging, with the 120, and look, there's a lot of stuff still came up. A lot less than with the 80, but a lot of stuff came up again. So next up is the 220 to prep it for the primer and then the paint. Okay guys, and we are ready to do the 220 on the truck. And before we do that, let me tell you, I'm not a painter, not a body shop, and not any professional at all when it comes to doing any work of this. So this is just an idea on how to do it, and it's a first try for me as well. I know you can just probably clean it off with alcohol and roll over it with some Raptor paint or something. I know that. I decided to do it this way to get it a little smoother and a little better looking. There's a reason I don't want to do the whole bed, so I want to try how it works here. So off with the 220, and I'll show you the result after that. Alright, I taped this off the best I could, put some cardboards on the side, and we have to shift them a little bit to get the edges better. I hope this works. I may tape a little bit more off. Now I see some spots I missed. I am shaking this can and we'll spray it on. Let's go look at the result. It's stinks in here. So I sprayed first coat on here with the primer, and I had to tape off a little bit more, shift things around a little bit, because otherwise the primer gets all over. But you can get it off with alcohol, but still. Yeah, what do you think? It's a little bit wet still at some spots, so it might look a little weird to you. And also my work light is an LED light, so if it flickers, that is just because it's an LED light. I'll let this dry a couple hours. I'm gonna look up how long it needs to dry, and then we'll start with the Raptor paint. I apologize for the sound in here, it's just really hot, so that's why I have the air conditioner on. So the Raptor paint, before we spray it, let's look at it. This is what I bought. It's Raptor protective coating, and it's 10 times tougher than normal spray-on coatings for truck beds. What does it say here? It's a 2-part urethane coating that's 10 times stronger. We already know that, and it can be used on a wide range of stuff. Let's call it stuff. So this is something, once that's activated, you've got to use the whole thing or until you're done, because after that the can will no longer be good. So this is pretty toxic stuff too. You gotta be careful with this, you know. It's pretty harmful, you know, it's flammable and irritates your eyes, so be careful when you use these. Use protective gear, you know, masks, whatever you have. Just be smart and be aware. And it is another day, and I have a much better setup this time. I moved the truck in here, I moved all the cars out, I taped everything off with newspaper, put some newspaper on the ground, I got a mask with filters, and here's the Raptor spray, and I am ready. I'm ready to shake that can and spray it on. Now, this is pretty toxic stuff, that's why I did not want to do it without a mask, and I knew that beforehand, but I had to organize a mask first before continuing. Also, since this is not super safe stuff, I'm not sure how much of the actual spraying I can record. with my camera. I'll see what I can do, but if not, you'll see the in-between and of course the result too. So I'm excited to see what it will look like. I hope you are as well, and after this video here you'll know if this is worth trying on your truck or not. I would also recommend wearing gloves. Long sleeves would be good. Don't wear your best watch, or take the watch off. That would be a great thing. Don't park next to another car so you don't get the dust all over. And I think that's it. And of course, wear your mask. Never use a 2K, two-component aerosol without a mask. This mask here, of course, has filters. You know, they filter the chemicals out. If you do this all day long in a garage that's not where there's no air circulation, you should have one that provides your air into the mask, you know, respirator. That would be better. Now, of course, this here is only a couple of minutes job, so I don't need that. And after that, I'll open the garage and air everything out. Okay, guys, so see you in just a second. Okay guys, so we'll do a short test spray here. I shook the can, and now I took this tab out, and we have to put them on the bottom of it, like this, and put the can on a flat surface and hit it so it mixes up. So let's try that. Hit it, well, push hard. It's not really doing anything, is it? I'll try that like this. Okay. It did push in. Okay, I pushed the red button. It says you should throw the red button away, to take it away, and shake it for another 2 minutes. So let's shake it now 2 minutes. We'll do a short test spray here, and then I mask up and do the actual tailgate. Wow, that comes out pretty thick, so I'll get my mask on, I'll do the tailgate. Alright guys, I have the mask on still, because this thing here is, smells pretty toxic, so it's kind of, yeah, not very good. Okay, so it sprays really easy. I made one rookie mistake. When I did the first spray, it globbed it out too much there. It should have gone faster, I wouldn't have happened. I think it's okay though. I'm gonna go inside, get that mask off, because with that respirator it's not super easy to breathe and talk. So we'll let this dry and cure, and we'll come out and we'll look at it, and then we'll remove the newspaper, and I'll tell you how much of this stuff they actually had to use. Alright guys, I pulled the tape off while it was still wet, and it still is wet. And yeah, this is the result. I like it. I think it looks really good. Look at that. And we'll take a closer look when the truck is outside when it's dry. I can tell you I made two rookie mistakes. Once here, I pushed too hard on the trigger and it came down too fast, and now it's globbied up there. The globs, it's okay. Also here, some of my masking tape fell on it while it's still wet. I don't know if that cures itself while it's drying or not, but it's okay. I mean, you can see what the bed looks like. It's a used truck, you know, with a lot of miles. It's fine. I also did that little ledge there. That looks good. And all this newspaper, I'll pull that out when it's completely dry to not cause any more damage. And I'll let that dry probably overnight, and then we'll take the truck outside and we'll look at it. Good news guys, you can see I'm driving my truck. It's the next day and the product had some time to dry. I was surprised how long it's wet and tacky. I had a tiny mishap happen, but not bad. And I was reading up on it. It takes a couple days to cure, and they say you should wait about 5 to 7 days till you really use your bed liner or truck, your tailgate, whatever you spray painted with it. So that being said, let me stop somewhere and we'll go look at it, and then you'll see if this is a project you like or you don't like. So hang in there, I'll find a good spot and we'll talk. there you go. That's the result, guys. Of course I parked so the sun doesn't hit it, but that's okay. I think the camera catches it pretty well. See, what do you think? Let me explain a couple things. I taped it off right here along this edge. I taped it off right here. So this is the original paint. It's a little dirty here, that's where I cleaned it. I taped it off. Gonna wash everything. I had this covered, of course, this mechanism. All the screws stayed in. See, the surface is nice and textured. A couple spots it's a little rougher, like globs on it. Same on this side here. Had this taped off. Had all of this taped off, so it doesn't look unprofessional. I did this ledge here. See that? This little ledge. I could have done it wider, but I only did the small one. I thought that would be a nice idea to try that, and it looks good. I had it taped off underneath, and I had newspaper all around here, so all of this wiring here and the hinges, they do not get painted. Now, know that I didn't want to wash the truck since this is brand new paint, so I will wash everything here and shine it up and make it look better than it looks right now. So just know that. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks very professional. I wish the whole bed would look like this. That would be awesome. Now, this is the mistake I made here. I pushed too hard on the trigger and it came out really hard and it was globs there. See that? It's okay. I mean, it's a rookie mistake. And when I put the tape off, the tape fell on here. So the texture here is different. This spot here. Now, if this gets used and it's dirty, nobody can tell. Even from right here, I can't really tell. I can't really tell a difference, to be honest. So I think it's good. I think it looks great. I really like it. I think this might be the best tailgate I ever had. I mean, it's great. No, to be honest, my 2014 F-150 had the Ford Tough bed liner in it, and that was nicer, but you know, you also pay for it. And this is a job I did at home. You know, when you have this done professionally, it costs more and it's probably more durable. Well, this is a 2K 2-component spray. Should be pretty durable too, but I don't know. What do you think, guys? This is the project, my tailgate. Let me know what you think, and also this is the moment again to subscribe if you haven't done that. Next project will be putting something around here to seal the tailgate so I don't get all the dust inside. Now that will be a little bit tricky because I don't want to seal it so tight that if there's water, the water can't drain, but I will seal it so that when I go on gravel roads, not all the dust enters the cargo room and makes all of the luggage or my equipment dusty. Also, I have a nice mat to put in here, and that will come back in, and before I do that, I'll wash everything. So yep, guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing it. Let me know what you think of this project. Please leave your comment in the comment section. Please hype and like, and come back to my channel and share the video if you feel like sharing it. Bye guys, have a wonderful day.